Hello students, welcome to All4's e-learning junior intermediate English class. Thought of the day, dear students, the secret of success is constancy in progress. When there is constant progress, at the end definitely you can get success. There should be consistency in our progress, constant development that leads to massive success. Keep that in mind. In the previous session I started the grammar topic tenses, and I explained some contexts where simple present tense is used. So in this session let's continue. Simple present tense is used in first conditional clause. First conditional clause. What is a clause? Clause is a group of words with a finite verb. You all learnt simple compound complex sentences in SSC. Okay. Clause is a group of words with a finite verb. Clauses are of two types, main clause and subordinate clause. And subordinate clause may be time clause or adjective clause or adverb clause, and that adverb clause may be conditional clause also. So how condition is referred? Condition is referred with if. As it starts with if, we can also call it if clause. If means condition, therefore we can call conditional clause. First conditional clause is also known as probable condition. In conditional clause, if the tense of the verb is simple present tense, then in main clause the tense of the verb is simple future. For that we can give an equation: if plus subject plus V1 leads to subject plus shall or will plus V1. We can also take can or may. You see, in if clause the tense of the verb is simple present tense, then in main clause the tense of the verb is simple future tense. Probability, for instance, let me give an example here. If you work hard, if you work hard, you will get top rank. If you work hard, you will get top rank. Here if is a conjunction, work is a verb and hard is an adverb. And here you see rank is noun, top is adjective. When we discuss any grammar topic, we can come to know parts of speech in that. Here you is pronoun. If you work hard is a subordinate clause. You will get top rank is a main clause. Main clause is a clause which depends on itself. It gives complete meaning. A main clause begins with a subject always. It's a clue, please remember. And a subordinate clause begins with a conjunction. This is a subordinate clause. Without main clause, subordinate clause does not give complete sense. If you work hard, it is incomplete. When you add main clause to this one, then this sentence totally gives a complete meaning. This is a complex sentence. And in subordinate clause, what is present? If, and if is nothing but condition. Therefore, it is called conditional clause. If you work hard now, you will get top rank. Will get means future. If you work hard, you will get top rank. If she plays well, she will win the match. If she plays well, she will win the match. If you invite me, I shall attend the party. Okay, so sentences may be written in different ways. Sometimes suppose the sentence is given like this: if it rains, if it rains, here you see it is in simple present tense, the match will be cancelled. The match will be cancelled. It is in passive form. The match will not cancel itself. It will be cancelled by somebody. Therefore, it should be represented in passive form. Simple future tense passive form. Okay, so in the same way, we can write another sentence also here. If I am invited, if I am invited, I shall go. If I am invited, I shall go. If I invite, I shall go, that gives wrong sense. If I am invited, again here it is in passive form. Simple present tense passive form is written like this. Simple future tense passive form is like this. Just you observe the two sentences. Sometimes to confuse the students, sentences may be asked in that way. If I invite, I shall go, that gives wrong sense. If I am invited, I shall go. I am invited is in simple present tense, that is in conditional clause. I am invited is in simple present tense only, but that is in passive form. No problem. And in main clause, the verb is in simple future tense. So you will have to by heart this equation. If plus subject plus V1 leads to subject plus shall or will plus V1. Shall or will, can or may plus V1. In main clause, simple future, and in conditional clause, simple present tense. This is known as first conditional clause. In first conditional clause, the tense of the verb is simple future tense. Just have a glance. Next one is in both clauses. In both clauses, simple present tense is used. In both clauses, simple present tense is used to express a certain action. in both clauses. For example, let me write one sentence here. Whenever it rains. Here you see the verb is in simple present tense. Whenever it rains. This is a subordinate clause because it does not convey complete meaning independently. It needs a main clause. Whenever it rains means something is to be added, otherwise it does not convey complete sense. Whenever it rains, whenever it rains. Here I add the main clause here, the roof leaks. Just you observe this one. And the verb is in simple present tense. Whenever it rains, the roof leaks. Whenever I go to Hyderabad, I visit Golconda. Whenever you work hard, you get good marks. You see the difference between this particular context and the first conditional clause. If you work hard, you will get good marks. Whenever you work hard, you get good marks. The difference you try to understand. Okay, dear students. So, in both clauses, simple present tense is used to express a certain action. So, the next context is when the main clause is an imperative sentence. Let me repeat once again. When the main clause is an imperative sentence. Suppose, let me write one sentence here. Stay outside. Stay outside means it gives complete sense and it begins with a verb. A sentence which begins with a verb is an imperative sentence. Remember, a sentence which begins with a verb is an imperative sentence. And here the main clause is an imperative sentence. When the main clause is an imperative sentence, in subordinate clause, the tense of the verb must be simple present tense. For instance, here you see till the principal calls you. This you observe. Stay outside till the principal calls you. Till the principal calls you is a subordinate clause because it does not give complete sense without main clause. Till the principal calls you. Till the principal calls you. You can easily understand that the sentence is incomplete. Till the principal calls you. Wait outside. Wait outside is an imperative sentence because it begins with a verb. When the main clause is an imperative sentence, in subordinate clause, the tense of the verb is simple present tense. You carefully observe this particular one, my dear students. And let me give you one more example also. See is a sentence, let us say. In imperative sentence, the implied subject is always second person, that is you. See how the birds fly. That means you see how the birds fly. Here, see, don't feel that see is only a single word. The implied subject in that is you. See how the birds fly. See how she walks. Okay. So, when the main clause is an imperative sentence, in subordinate clause the tense of the verb should be simple present tense. So, this is one context. Please remember, first one is in if clause simple present tense, in main clause simple future tense. In both clauses simple present tense, then there will be a certain action. That means in both clauses simple present tense is used to express a certain action. And when the main clause is an imperative sentence, in subordinate clause the tense of the verb should be simple present tense. And one more context is also there, that is the combination of simple present tense and simple future tense. Just you observe carefully. Simple present plus present perfect. Let me write one example here. I know everything about the movie. I know everything about the movie. I know everything about the movie because I have seen it. Five times. You see here, this is a simple, this is present perfect tense, and here it is simple present. The combination of simple present tense and present perfect tense, the reason, the part that gives reason, that should be expressed in present perfect tense. As I have got failure, my father scolds me. As we have lived together in a university, I know everything about him. The combination of simple present tense and present perfect tense is used like that. He has been scolded by the teacher as he comes late regularly. Okay, so this is pertaining to simple present tense, and you have time indicators. So here let me write the time indicators for simple present tense. You carefully observe. Often, seldom, always, never. Often, seldom, always, never, frequently, usually, generally, daily, like that, monthly, yearly, every day, month, year, like this. She seldom eats non-veg. I often read English. We visit Tirupati every year. So like that we can give number of examples. He usually comes to our house. These are all time indicators, or we can also call them keywords. This is pertaining to simple present tense, my dear students. Just have a glance. Just simple present tense is used to express universal facts and general facts. Simple present tense is used to express habitual actions, routine actions, daily actions. Simple present tense is used to express decided future actions. Okay, simple present tense is used to express one's profession. Simple present tense is used in quotations or proverbs or sayings. Simple present tense is used in announcement. Simple present tense is used in first conditional clause. When simple present tense is used in first conditional clause, in main clause the tense of the verb should be simple future tense, and in both clauses, that is both in main clause and subordinate clause, simple present tense is used to express a certain action. And when the main clause is an imperative sentence, in subordinate clause the tense of the verb should be simple present tense, and the combination of simple present tense and present perfect tense is also used. And the reason that expresses that should be expressed in present perfect tense. That is the example I have already given. I know everything about the movie because I have seen it 5 times. This is pertaining to simple present tense. Just have a glance for a minute. Okay, dear students, with this simple present tense is completed. Next tense is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. What is the structure of present continuous tense? You know very well. Let me write here. Subject plus am or is or plus V4 plus object. Subject plus am or is or plus V4 plus object. V4 means V1 plus ing. So the negative is subject plus am is or plus not plus V4 plus object, and interrogative is am or is or plus subject plus V4 plus object. I am reading a book. I am not reading a book. Am I reading a book? She is writing the exam. She is not writing the exam. Is she writing the exam? They are playing cricket. They are not playing cricket. Are they playing cricket? Okay. He is doing homework. He is not doing homework. Is he doing homework? Present continuous tense is used to express an action that is in continuation at the time of speaking. What am I doing now? I am teaching you grammar. That means the action is in continuation now. Therefore, it should be expressed in present continuous tense. The action that is in continuation the action that is in continuation at the time of speaking. The action that is in continuation at the time of speaking. Just now I have revealed you. I am reading a novel now. They are playing cricket at present. Okay. Second one is present continuous tense is used to express a continuous action. Present continuous tense is used to express a continuous action, but that is not in continuation at the time of speaking. To express a continuous action, to express a continuous action, to express a continuous action but not in continuation, but not in continuation at the time of speaking. Suppose your friend comes to you. You come out of your reading room. Your friend asks you, which chapter are you reading now? Your friend says, I am reading 4th chapter. That means, is she reading 4th chapter at that time? No. I am reading 4th chapter, but not at the time of speaking. I am reading 4th chapter, I am reading 4th chapter, but I am not reading at the time of speaking. Suppose you happen to meet one of your friends. You happen to meet your friend in the market. You have exams very soon. Which subject are you preparing very seriously these days? You say, I am preparing physics or civics, whatever it may be. Does it mean that you are preparing physics or particular subject in the market? Continuous action, but not in continuation at the time of speaking. Please remember. Okay. And the other one is to express decided or planned future actions. Decided or planned future actions, I have already explained you. Decided or planned future actions we express in simple present tense. Yes. I have given you the example. The CM visits our college next week. That can be expressed in present continuous tense also, with some sort of emphasis. Yes, the CM is visiting our college next week. The CM is visiting our college next week. I am going to Hyderabad tomorrow to invite him. Decided or planned future actions can be expressed in simple present tense, even in present continuous tense also. And when it is expressed in present continuous tense, there should be some sort of emphasis. Yes, I am paying your money tomorrow. Why are you making nuisance here? I am giving your money tomorrow. Please leave the place right now. Like that we can. Present continuous means not only the action that is in continuation at the time of speaking, even decided future actions also can be expressed in present continuous tense, and this is pertaining to present continuous tense, my dear students. And this also has some keywords. Just the keywords I write here, just have a glance. Now, at present, at this moment, now at present, at this moment, still, don't disturb, don't make a noise, don't talk, look, listen, see, hear, these days. So these are the keywords for present continuous tense. Now at present, at this moment, still, don't disturb, don't make a noise, don't talk. Look, listen, see, hear, these days. Present continuous tense. Subject plus am or is or are plus V4 plus object. She is reading a book now. We are living in Karimnagar at present. At this moment, he is preparing for exams. Look, the bird is flying. Listen, somebody is knocking at the door. Don't talk, the baby is sleeping. Don't disturb, I am preparing for exams. Ravi is directing a film these days. Like this, we can give many number of examples for present continuous tense. Okay, dear students, with this present continuous tense is completed. And remember, my dear students, there are some verbs which do not have ing form. They are known as non-progressive verbs. Do you know what non-progressive verbs are? The verbs which do not have ing form are known as non-progressive verbs. Okay, we cannot use those verbs in any continuous tense. Okay, dear students, that we can discuss in the next class. Okay, so thanks for listening to my lecture and watching the TV, and we meet soon. Till then, bye.